Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I made a video. I have no excuses except that life just got very busy in nice ways, and I just didn't seem to have the time to make quality content, so I kind of took an unintentional break. I kept saying to myself, I'll do a video this week, and it wouldn't happen, and so on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick get ready with me. These are products that I've really been loving, and just give you a little update as to the kinds of things that have been going on. So I'm going to just get stuck straight in. I've already put on my skincare, and I'm going to start with my concealer, which is my Maybelline Fit Me. So when was the last time? I think it was about 5 weeks ago I posted a video, and I can't even really remember what it was about. And I know I recorded two, but the second one I just haven't uploaded it yet. Because I have to edit it, and I have to put in all the product descriptions and links and so on. And it just, every time I go to do it, something seems to happen. And this is at the very end. And actually the last video that I did make that I didn't post, it was an empties video. So anyway, I'll just chat through what I'm doing here. I'm just covering up any imperfections and redness. I have a redness there from a spot, and yeah, and of course my usual darkness under my eyes. My niece was getting married in Rome, and well, we've known about it for months, but I was saying all along that I wasn't going to go. I'm just going to blend that in with my Sephora Pro Core Diffuser, I think it's called. Yeah, it's number 94. This is a really good brush for kind of a nice kind of sheared out base. But I'd been saying for the months that I wasn't going, because it was at the end of September, kids back to school. This is my Vichy Mineral Blend Foundation. This is my find of the summer. If you can buy this, buy it. It's amazing. I'm going to have to put the lid on it and bang it. You do that? It brings kind of the last of the product down. So I'm in the colour number 03 Gypsum, and I'm going to use the same brush to apply it. It's a very lightweight, it's termed a foundation, but it's kind of lighter than a foundation, but it gives the most beautiful coverage, but it's still like skin, and it gives your face a glow, and hopefully you'll be able to see that when I apply it. But anyway, I was saying for a long time I wasn't going to go to this wedding, even though this niece is my godchild, my goddaughter. I was saying no, not going. And my husband couldn't come, and I said, that's it now, you can't come, I'm not going on my own, because it was, as I say, it was in Rome. And anyway, somebody dropped out, and she rang me and asked me, she said, I'm just, if you want to take the opportunity, we'd love to have you, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, just give me to think about it. Give me a little bit of time to think about it. And I went and spoke to my husband, and he said, well, I've been hoping you would go. And he said, I was planning that you would go. I'm just going to put a little bit more on, if I can get any more out. Tiny bit. Anyway, long story cut short, myself and my middle daughter, Olivia, who's 20, she's the girl who's studying nursing, and she is the niece who's getting married, is my goddaughter, but she in turn is Olivia's godmother. So there's a kind of, and her mom is my godmother, she's my sister. So yeah, it's kind of, there's a connection there, and we thought this is really, really nice. So we decided we'd go. We only went for 3 nights, 2 days, and I've never been to Rome, and it was very exciting, and I was kind of nervous as well, and well, I needn't have been. It was absolutely beautiful. So we had the fun of packing and getting ready, and getting ready for the wedding itself. And it was in a beautiful church in Rome, a Renaissance church in Rome. It was absolutely stunning. And then in a beautiful hotel, the reception was just out of this world on a rooftop overlooking the city of Rome, and you know, at sunset it was just beautiful, and it was a great occasion. It really was, and I was so happy that I was able to be there. And then the next day, that was a Friday, the 27th of September, and on the Saturday she had a pizza party at a local pizzeria. It was, you know, designated area for us, and that was great fun as well. And we got to do a little bit of sightseeing, not very much now. We got to see the Pantheon and the Trevi Fountain and the Spanish Steps, but everywhere you turn in Rome, we stayed near the Pantheon, and everywhere is cobbled, and everywhere you turn a corner in Rome there's something beautiful to see. I might do a separate video on it. I do have pictures, but I don't know how to insert them. Anyway, that's my base, so I hope you can see that that's a really, really pretty base, that it's not heavy. You can still see my skin, but it gives me a lovely glow. Now, when I was going through duty free, I treated myself to a Bobbi Brown palette, and this one is called Soho Lights Eye and Cheek Palette, and it was €36 in duty free. So it has a mirror, but I'm not going to blind you. And then it has it's a quad, so 4 little eyeshadows and a blush that slips when you close it. The blush slips back in, so it's a little face in a palette. So that's what I'm going to use today. But before I do that, I'm going to just tidy up my eyebrows. I did have some pencil on my eyebrows earlier because I brought my daughter to school. So if I don't put my eyebrows on in the morning, I look like my face is very flat. So it's the one thing I will do, that and some mascara. So I'm just going to touch them up a little bit. I'm not using the same pencil I normally do. This is made by CYO, which is a branch of Boots. It's one of their own brands, and I bought this because I was looking for my beloved NYX Precision Brow Pencil, Brow Crayon rather, which is very similar to this, and I couldn't get it the day I was looking for it. And you know when you run out of a product that you use on a daily basis, and it really kind of it's very crucial to your appearance, you can't wait. So on that day I decided, right, I'm going to look for something else, and I found this one. So it's very similar. It's dual-ended. It's got a little crayon there. It's a very similar colour. It comes out slightly heavier, so you have to be really careful, but it still is the same shade, which suits my hair tone and my skin tone. So that's what that is. And yeah, I am liking it. It's just, as I say, you have to be kind of light-handed with it. I'm going to put a little base on, and it's the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Creme de Rose. That's it there. And so yeah, but then in the meantime, the kids were going back to school and going back to college, and it was just very busy. It's a busy year because I have one son doing his final exams in school, the Leaving Cert, and that will determine what he does in terms of college and university and so on. So that's a pressurized year. Now I'm going to go into my little palette. It's a daytime look. I'm going to use just these two. So I'm going to use a nice little powder brush. This is it's a MAC 217, and I hope my daughter hasn't been using it because she's inclined to do that. I'm going to use the little mirror that's in this. I'm just going to put that all over my lid very quickly. Just all over. That's a nice kind of a milky coffee colour. So I hope you can see that there. And then I'm going to use a little fluffy brush, more tapered, and this one is a Zoeva 231, and I'm going to go into the slightly darker colour because, as I say, I'm going to pick up my daughter from school, so I don't really want anything that's too dramatic. And if you've watched me before, you'll know I like kind of the neutral shades. And this is a lovely palette, so it's very versatile because it has just the neutral shades for daytime, but you can amp up the glam then as well. So I hope you can see that. I've just gone in very slightly into my crease just to give a bit of definition. I hope the lighting is okay. Now I have this lovely little brush that I bought over the summer, and it is again a Zoeva. I love the Zoeva brushes, and this is number 226, and it's a smudger brush, so it's quite dense and flat. So I'm going to take that same colour, this one here, and just run it under my bottom lashes like that. Very easy to do. And then I'm going to get my MAC Teddy eyeliner and line my waterline on both sides, and then very quickly and very lightly just on the top as well. And what I do is I go back into the waterline there as far as I can, and then that's my point for taking out a little flick, and I find that that works really well for me. It's a good little tip to try. If you can make it as dramatic as you want or as simple as you want. So again, right into the corner there, and that's my point for where I'll just pull the flick like that. So I hope they look the same. So anyway, what else? Mascara is Catrice. This is the Glam and Doll, and it's in black, and I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. My daughter bought it for me. I'll just use that same little palette because the mirror is very handy, and I better hurry. Okay, so yeah, it was getting everybody back to school and back to college and getting the house sorted after the summer holidays and getting into a routine. And I know I'd promised fashion and everything, and I am going to do it. I'm sorry I took a break. It wasn't intentional, and I hope you haven't all left me. I hope you will still watch, because each and every one of you that watches, it means so much to me. You've no idea. And I promise I will get back to those comments that I haven't replied to. So you can see this is pretty nice for as a mascara. It does give you a nice winged out look, and you can build it. I wore it for the wedding and it lasted really well, and I did shed a tear and it didn't smudge. So I was very happy with that. So there we go. That's the eye look. This is my Lisa D1, and it is Nude Sandal, and this is a beautiful one. It's really, really creamy. Whoops. Easy to use. I'm going to fill in as well. This goes with so many lipsticks. And actually what I'm going to put on now is not a lipstick as such. This is an Inglot. It's a lip paint. And it doesn't have an Inglot, don't really do colours. It's just a number, 53. But it's one, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I actually love it. It's a very natural colour. It's kind of a caramelly shade, but it looks very natural on the lips, but it just gives that little extra, a little bit of gloss. And you could actually layer it over other lipsticks. I just like it on its own or over a lip gloss, or over a liner. So that's that. Hope you like that. So that is basically the look. I'm not going to bronze. Oh, I forgot to use the blush, which is this beautiful pink, peachy. Actually, it looks pinker on camera. This is my Bobbi Brown blush brush. It's looking very pink on camera. It's not like that. It's actually more peachy. Now, it does come out quite, you have to be careful because it can come out quite strong. So I'm going quite light-handed with it. But it's just, I don't want to contour or bronze or anything today. As I say, I'm just going to the school gate. So that's it. I hope you've liked that. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I will be back. I promise I will post the other one very quickly before the end of the week. Well, actually, tomorrow is the end of the week. Well, within the next couple of days. And I hope that you will please come back. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. And I will see you, I promise, really soon in my next video. Bye.